I find that funny. But let's continue.
Mom, Dad, I have found the future Mrs. Ted Mosby. Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman?
Let's see. She likes dogs?
I've got 5 dogs.
She drinks scotch?
I love a scotch that's old enough to order its own scotch.
Can quote obscure lines from Ghostbusters?
Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
And I'm saving the best for last.
Do you want these? I hate olives.
She hates olives! Awesome!
Before we get into the whole olive theory, because it is a crucial part to this episode, notice the things that he said. The first thing that he says when he walks in the door, and this goes back to my earlier point, he tells Marshall that I have found the future Mrs. Mosby.
Made a serious mistake.
Now, like I said, he had just met her and he's already thinking about marriage, which we know from the data or the survey from the today.com that he is in the age of commitment and ready for marriage. But he just met her. He hasn't known her not even but one day, and he's ready to pop the question. Now he goes over a few things that proves that she is indeed his future wife, and one of them was something about liking scotch. The other was having dogs, which we already know. Single woman with some dogs. I think she had like 5. And then the Ghostbuster line, yes, said that she can quote obscure Ghostbuster lines. She's funny and she likes guy things, scotch, right? I'm not saying scotch is just for guys, but I don't know many women that just say they drink scotch. And then quoting Ghostbuster reference, like the 80s Ghostbusters, not that new woke trash, but these are things that, and you're gonna see this later, this is probably not gonna make sense now, but you're gonna see this later, they're almost making her, pushing this archetype that she, is a tomboy, she's a guy's girl or whatever. And now they're gonna explain the olive theory, and you're gonna see that this theory actually implodes on itself by the end of the episode. But let's continue.
The olive theory.
The olive theory is based on my friends Marshall and Lily. He hates olives, she loves them. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. Perfect balance.
You know, I've had a jar of olives just sitting in my fridge forever.
I can take them off your hands.
They're all yours.
Oh, man. So, that was a lot, the olive theory. So, essentially what they're saying is that Marshall hates olives and Lily loves them. And so, the cherry on top, if you will, to why he's going to marry her. Now, you gotta remember, even though Ted is in the age of commitment, right, that most guys are in, and yes, guys will pop the question, but in rare scenarios, right, they will be ready to marry a woman. But those are few and far in between. Like, you got Marshall's already engaged, and now Ted is trying to try and get married. And they want you to believe this is, what guys are pushing for, especially in today's age. This is, now this is my own personal theory. Now, to me, well, I know for a fact, the show's gonna play it off like it's not, but the olives are a euphemism for sex between Robin and Ted. When they talk about olives, it's a euphemism for sex. Now, she says, I have a jar of olives at my house sitting there. Ted says, well, I can take them off your hand. And she says, they're all yours. This is a euphemism for sex, but of course the show is gonna play, you gotta alleviate the woman of any responsibility. Now, Ted is gonna go technically get said olives, or that's gonna be the pretext for him going to Robin's place. And you'll see that shortly. And to put that nail in the coffin, that olives are sex, or a euphemism for sex, look at, I'm gonna play this next scene, and you're gonna know exactly why the olives are a euphemism for sex.
Oh, it is on! It is on till that break of dawn.
But wait, it's only the break at 10:30. What happened?
I gotta get one of those blue French horns for over my fireplace. It's gotta be blue, it's gotta be French.
No green clarinet?
Nope.
Come on, no purple tuba?
It's a Smurf penis or no dice.
There you are. You got a jumper. Some crazy guy on the Manhattan Bridge. Come on, you're covering it.
All right, I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I had a really great time tonight.
So, alright, like I said, the olives were definitely a euphemism for sex. That's why Marshall responds about it's on to the break of dawn. Notice that Robin's job, her career, they want to push this, that, women have careers and they have jobs that they are trying to move up the ladder at. And this is why he's still not out on a date with her. They also make a reference to the blue penis joke, or the Smurf's penis joke, to drive the point home further that it was actually a funny joke, but again, it all falls flat here as well.